Have you ever pondered the possibilities of a greater Israel? A land that stretches from the Nile to the Euphrates, encompassing territories beyond the borders of the current state of Israel. This intriguing yet controversial idea has been a part of Middle Eastern discourse for decades, sparking countless debates and discussions. The concept of Greater Israel is not a recent construct. It can be traced back to biblical times, when ancient Israel was said to span from the Nile to the Euphrates. Over the centuries, this idea has evolved, morphing into a geopolitical concept in the 20th century, particularly after the creation of the State of Israel in 1948. Many Middle Eastern enthusiasts, scholars, and politicians have speculated about the potential implications of a Greater Israel. Some see it as an ambitious expansion of Israeli territory, while others perceive it as a threat to the sovereignty of neighboring nations. On the Arab street, fear of a Greater Israel is a common sentiment. This fear is often expressed in public demonstrations and political rhetoric. For instance, in May 1990, thousands of Palestinians participated in a March of Return, chanting slogans against the idea of Greater Israel. The concept has also found its way into academic discourse. Scholars like Muhsin D. Yusuf, a historian at Birzeit University, have suggested that Jerusalem might harbor territorial ambitions for a Greater Israel extending from Sudan to Kuwait. The idea of Greater Israel is not confined to the Middle East. Renowned British journalist Patrick Seale and former French Foreign Minister Claude Cheysson have both discussed the concept, underlining its global significance. However, the concept of Greater Israel is not universally accepted or endorsed within Israel itself. Many Israeli Arabs, while critical of Zionism, are skeptical about the notion of a Greater Israel. They point to Israel's lack of a constitution and the ongoing debate about the country's final borders as reasons for their skepticism. The discourse surrounding Greater Israel is riddled with contradictions. The proposed borders of this hypothetical entity tend to fluctuate, ranging from central Iraq to Pakistan. Even high-profile figures like Yasser Arafat and Hafez al-Assad have provided inconsistent definitions of Greater Israel. To summarize, the concept of Greater Israel is a complex and contentious issue. It has its roots in ancient history, but has evolved into a modern geopolitical concept. It sparks fear and debate in the Arab world, is discussed by scholars and journalists worldwide, and is met with skepticism within Israel. This controversial idea, with its ever-changing borders and implications, continues to influence the discourse on Middle Eastern politics and the future of Israel.